Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how to go onto the media computer and how to do the slides. So first things first is you will click on ProPresenter. It's right here at the bottom. It's orange and blue and it says Pro. Give it a second to pop up. Sometimes it'll take like 2 to 3 minutes to fully load, so be aware. So when you're going to add songs, you'll want to look right here and make sure that this is like empty. Announcements will always stay right here, but you don't want to have the songs from last week. So granted, I just removed them. We're going to be loading them for Pastor Tom this Saturday. So for example, we have to add the songs. So one of his songs that he chose was Reckless Love, and that's already in our system because it's a song that we actually do a lot. So we'll go to Reckless Love. Now you'll take on the mouse, you'll click and then you'll hold it. So don't lift your finger. So now I'm clicked on Reckless Love and I'm going to drag it here under announcement, and then there it is. So now when I click on Reckless Love, there it is. It's ready to go up onto the projector. Now the projector I have off. The remote sits up here on the podium, and all you have to do is click the on button aimed up at the projector and click it 2 times. The podium projector will turn on, and then it will automatically sync to the computer. There are cords that make that possible. Now let's pretend that the projector is on. Normally what I will do is I will already have I click on a purchased, because these were ones that were purchased. These are moving backgrounds. I'll normally have like clouds running, and then for the announcements, I will click on Covenant Christian Center International, and this little screen right here will show you exactly what's going to show up onto the projector. So right now, that's what would be showing if I had it turned on. Now, during Tithe and Offering, you will stay into this top announcement tab right here, and you will scroll and you will find right here the Tithe and Offering. So what you'll do is you'll click on that for a minute when they're announcing Tithe and Offering, so people can see, if I want to make a check. Next, you would click on the Simple Give one, and then that'll pop up. And granted, you see how there's still a background. Now, if you wanted to clear all of this out, because let's say they're going to go into Bishop's going to speak, so we're going to actually clear all. It'll actually go to a black screen. Then what you can do is you can just go to a background. You can scroll all the way down. There are Bible versions, and not all the way down. Zach added a few things, which these are amazing. He's awesome. There are Bibles right here that you can put the scriptures over. Normally I click on like this one, because then scriptures will pop up. Now, to go to the scriptures while the bishop or whoever is speaking, you'll click on the Bible right here. Now you can click this drop down arrow, you can search everywhere, all throughout the Bible. Normally he'll quote beforehand. So let's say, for example, he did John 3:16. So we would click right here and we would go to John 3, and then the whole chapter would pop up. We're going to go to John 3:16. All right, here we go. For God so loved the world. And then see right here, it'll pop up just like that. Now, obviously, while he's talking and he's going through his entire motions of what he's talking about, you don't have to leave the scripture up the entire time. So the BKG is the overall background. The slide would be considered the Bible verse. So what you're going to do is you're going to exit out. So now we're going to go back to where we're talking about during praise and worship. So during praise and worship, you will have a list of songs. So we'll add one more song. So I can't think of the other one. So let's say he's going to do the Potter's Hand. Let's say we searched it. We're going to just bring that down. We're just going to bring down the river. This is just how you bring down the songs. You can search here, and then you can bring them down here. Look, I duplicated that. So if you accidentally do a duplicate, you can highlight, remove from playlist. That's how you remove from the playlist. Now, let's say starting with Reckless Love. Reckless Love is more worshipy. So I'll go to purchased. I'll click, we'll do this BKG because it's worship. And then you can either do a blank background. Granted, I normally don't just do a blank background. I like to do the moving ones during praise and worship. But you'll see, like, if it's really bright, like this one, it won't really look right on the screen. It'll be kind of hard to see the words a little bit if it's really bright. It really depends. Here you can see it pretty well, but up there you wouldn't be able to. So anyways, back to this. We'll click on a background, and then all you have to do is start clicking on the words as they're singing it. It's really simple. If they go into like a praise mode, you can click on a blank slide and just let it sit there, let people worship, and then just kind of try to follow the cues of what Pastor Tom or what PC would be giving. Now, we move on to the next song, so we're done with that song. You X the slide. You can X the BKG if you wanted to do a different one. So now let's do Oceans, because we're going to do The Potter's Hand, which is another slower song. So you just go through it like this, just following the cues, following the cues. Now let's say he goes to the river. So now we're going to exit the slide, exit the BKG. Now the river is more upbeat. The more upbeat ones I like to do like the brighter colors. So like this one, I really like this one. It moves pretty quick. So I know a place where we can go. And it's just something upbeat with it. You'll get a sense of it. Now, when they're all done with praise and worship all together, you can just click clear all. It'll fade out. And then, like I said, you can just go back to the background, scroll down, and just click on one of the Bibles. All right, and then you can go back to the announcements right here. That way you're ready for when he does tithe and offering. The Bible, you'll click on this little Bible right here, and you can exit in and out of it as needed to get to the announcements. But that's it.